So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
She said, baby, what you talking about? This was something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less. Say less.
Stop the road when you walking. You rest your hips to the talking. You leaving me no options. Say less, say less.
Say less.
Stop the road when you walking. You rest your hips to the talking. You leaving me with no options. Say less, say less, say less.
Say less.
Passport stamp, let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we in France. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a pilot, I tell you when we land. You know I'm down with the whales, I be by the sand. On sun, yeah, it's blowing in the wind. What you doing? We kung fu and I beat it up. They never heard me on the beat when it's speeded up. 100 racks on the plate, she gon' eat it up. Yeah, I'm all in, like all night. Throw the racks up, make it fall right. And if you take a shot, make sure you hold the ball right. 1-800, yeah, bad, my type. My type, yeah, it's my type. I love the way that she put it all on me. The best things don't come for free.
100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night.
You can tell when it's Tokyo, it's all heat. Don't ride in the back, jump in the front seat. By the end of the night, she gon' love me. She don't even know me, she wanna hug me. It's a vision, little baby, I'm moving cozy. Most solid in the game, he can't fold me. How you do it, it's so fluid, let's get to it. If you want something, gotta commit to it. This is something that jam to and sip to it. I can show you how to do it, take you right to it. Made a wheels in it, got a twist to it. This ain't Big Sean, but I'm making good music. How you keep rhyming, man, I'm used to it. You should be too, I like it see-through. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you.
100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night.
Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Well, a tough start for both of these teams, still searching for their first one of the season as we get going in week 3. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Slot man motioned over. Second and 8. Has it at the 7. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Setting up a throw. That's much too high and out of the end zone, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And that's why I don't like this shit
The
right
Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
From the 37. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Here's a throw. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. After the sack, another pass on second down. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Here he is on third and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're staring at fourth and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. No return on that punt. And it's going to be Vikings football. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up second and 6.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 31. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They'll try and throw it here. This is hauled in by Chandler. And he goes out, just needed one more step to reach midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Back now, pressure on its way. He put some juice on it deep. Brought in inside the 20. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
It's Vikings ball as we return for the second, and they've got to be thinking points here. Still sticking with the passing game. And he finds it in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's on the move. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Looking for a throw here. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
3rd and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. And as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. Line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4th. They're going for this. Forced out to his right. And it falls in.
Why I can't get the damn pass off?
And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a 1st. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Second and 10 now. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a 20-zip lead. Lining up now to try the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if we see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 33 on 2nd down. Gets this to Montgomery. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. To the air, 3rd and long. He's throwing deep to the left side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah. Kate, if you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 41. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He lets one fly deep downfield. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's got it deep downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Offense up to the line fast. Completed to his running back. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Lone back gets the handoff. Is in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals parlay the interception into points. Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals get it back to a 14-point game. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. He brings up 2nd down. He'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. He's going to throw this one. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. All the courage they had to try it. It's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. Now the Cardinals sending out the field goal unit. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll get him back to 11.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Tight end going in motion here. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. The Vikings pushing for points. Cardinals going nickel here, 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's going to be 4th and short. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Now, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3 and out.
He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds.
Completion number 0. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Throwing from the gun here. Called in left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. They took a look just to be safe. You always appreciate that, but the call on the field stands. They've got a man in motion. They'll throw it again. Short pass brought in. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. It slips through. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They are throwing it again. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He's got it on the bootleg. Flushed out of the pocket. The throw is caught. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
One last play before the break. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only 2 seconds left in the half, so on comes the field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Complete out to the right. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 2nd and 4. Hits his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Now give left side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate. Backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
The Cardinals out for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Starts his return from the 23. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now looking to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back now, pressure on its way. He connects with his back deep down the middle. That one hits for 30. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to the well again. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings push their lead further to start the half. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one.
Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here he is on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. Officially a 55-yard launch. And they'll get ready to go on offense. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Able to find Chandler here. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Back to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Big gain downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings trying to end this before the final quarter. That one right down the middle. And the Vikings grow their lead yet again. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Chased out to his right. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Vikings are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Play action on 1st down. Throw left side, complete. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Cardinals will will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's got it deep downfield. Into the red zone. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
You know, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary.
The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. Caught along the 5. And he's into the end zone. They're really pulling out whatever they can to try to make this game closer. That cuts the lead down by an extra 2. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Another carry for him. Breaks through, and he might break away. Reaches the 40. Inside the 20. And they take this in for the score. The Vikings lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings continue piling onto this lead. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. This, our last play of the quarter. The give here on 2nd. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Cardinals have it. 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing it to start this drive. This is hauled in by Chandler. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. Trying the right side. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They're throwing it. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. This throw is caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Oh, 1st and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards. And now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond.
And he finds it in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings keep running away with this. Now quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw. He gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had. And incompletion's still pretty good for the defense.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that